Looks like both racers have readied up, so we will be off shortly.
Mm-hmm. And let's see if they go the same route. Same route in the beginning. Alright, they are definitely going up the uncle route here. This is the, I'm starting to see a trend of this. Christos Owens loves this route, and so does a lot of our runners. Andy has picked it up today, too. And,
No
of course, we
triple,
want to
though.
thank Wilson. Wilson50, thank you so much for subbing. And, yeah, I think because they didn't kill anybody yet, so no triple. Oh, my
Ooh,
goodness.
the early bow.
The D has been found already? Well, I give you good reason, because they found the D. So, you can skip anything if you find the D.
There's our small escape key.
Oh, nice. We get a quick check. It looks like Tower of Hera's Red Pendant, Eastern Palace Crystal 5, and another crystal in Desert Palace.
Yes, Crystal 1, I believe, but not super relevant.
That's nice. We see 2 crystals in, of course, Light Worlds. Always mixing. Oh, there's that. That's a nice tree pole. And you get some arrows. Now you can start using that bow. And I like the crab today. It's giving you red roots.
Very generous.
And let's see. Oh, okay. I like the Monochi play too in this. He's not going to the lumberjack tree check because he doesn't have boots, so he's trying to save the time of walking. But Big Dunka did the intel for us, letting us know what that item is. It looks like 300 rupees today.
So I highly doubt our runners will defeat Aghanim just to get that 300 rupees.
Yeah. Especially with that hoarder crab giving us rupees today, they probably won't be looking for money much. But looks like Monochi didn't grab any money from the crab.
Yeah, it appears so.
Yeah, and the shortage of bombs right now for him. Hopefully he'll find some from something.
But it looks like all Monochi has found is arrow-related items.
And without bombs, he's like, I might have to do Houlihan or something to get some bombs here. Or he's not. He's going to do something and go to Eastern.
Maybe complete or do more of escape.
Well, he does have enough arrows now to actually do that back half, so I don't blame him. Yeah, arrows early with the bow is a good move because he has the resources that he needs to cover this area. The bow was in the beginning of the escape area by Uncle. That chest to the right. But this is really, really uncommon because normally you would see a player finish up Kakariko with some bombs, but he's opting to do something totally different here.
Very unorthodox. However, with finding that map, the rest of the items in escape will be valuable, or at least potentially valuable.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! The Moon Pearl was at the bottle vendor!
That's kind of important.
I'm wondering it's because he was short on cash and that's what made him alter his routing here. Oh man, and look what happened there, Gabes. If he just went in the well, he would have had bombs.
Yeah. But the Kakariko well not really having that much. Just money, heart container and bomb upgrade.
Yeah, our bottle vendor today had our moon pearl. And looks like this escape didn't have anything. But lucky for Monochi, the only thing so far that we saw was the moon pearl that was of great value in Kakariko.
Yeah, everything else has just been minor items.
Yep. I think he's going this route to collect some bombs because he doesn't have any money right now, so this is the 50-50 play. There you go. Well, the Hoarder Crab today gave us red rupees, so it was interesting to see that Monochi skipped both Hoarder Crabs. That's the one thing that happens when you do the no Aga check. You at least lose the one crab that you can get stuff from, but in Lost Woods, he could have got one from the two, but I guess he wants to save some time.
We also saw 3 bombs in the library.
Alright. So, Kakariko didn't really hurt too much, despite the fact that the only thing valuable so far we found was the Moon Pearl.
That does make me wonder, though, where will the rest of our good items be?
Well, Eastern Palace is a crystal. And I know all the runners think of the sequence breaking as such a big deal. That one's actually one that's not too terrible to do, especially when you have a crystal. Yeah, this is the play that Monochi had to do because he didn't have money to buy the bombs. He wants to ensure he has enough bombs to finish all this light world checking he has to do.
Ooh, but the power gloves on Big Dunka's side.
Well, definitely the power gloves. It's so bad.
So my guess is we will see a lamp somewhat soon.
Yeah, this is what we want. We do want to have a lamp, but this bow is definitely pushing him into Eastern Palace direction.
And I've also noticed both runners have been very lucky with the fairy drops.
Yeah, that's really interesting so far. I'm just curious about what's the stun item gonna give him. And this is definitely interesting to start out with the bow, and they're using it so offensively. It's not a sight that you normally see too often.
But we do have Zora money on Big Dunka's side.
Absolutely, he's got the Moon Pearl. He's got the glove. Technically, it's not really a sequence break in some sense to go to Zora because you have the glove. But if they do check the Waterfall of Wishing, of course, with that Moon Pearl, yeah, that's a sequence break for sure. I'd like to see what else they're going to do after this one, because I know they're definitely going to full clear Escape. It's being a crystal, especially one of the combination for the double-chested fairy.
You mean
It's
Eastern
definitely
Palace?
valuable. Yep. Alright, Monochi definitely making sure he got that item. He's equipped his Moon Pearl now. Now this is something we didn't see yet. Monochi's going to the dam.
Yeah, so that's another 2 items right there, and then my guess is they'll do the mini Moldorm cave route. Then again, we've seen some interesting things already on this seed, so we might not.
Well, we got that first bottle. Bigdunka is making quick work of the Eastern Palace here. Okay, Monochi's grabbing all the roofs because he's so short of cash right now.
Eastern Palace not really having that much. I believe the compass is at the Armos Knights.
Well, he's grabbing some safety fairies here. Yeah, because following to those pots definitely leads you to them. Yeah. Trying to find where this guy with the key is, so let's see what happens here. Well, he definitely shot one of those hentai monsters.
Oh, but bigdunka picks up the key.
Yeah, he makes it out of there.
Meanwhile, Monochi is headed up to the Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, that's a move. I'd like to see what happens here, because we didn't find much in the Mini Moldern Cave. Oh!
Ooh, and there's the lamp.
Alright, you I Love the Lamp fans, here we go. That's our first fire source. It's actually really important. Actually, that makes almost all the sequence breaking resolved now, based on that one.
Yeah.
We don't have to think about if he done Eastern or anything, if it would lead him away from that lamp. We know where it is exactly. So that means Death Mountain is an option too, because the fact is, we know where the lamp is. They should be able to head up there without sequence breaking now. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see when he decides to go to that side. I mean, sometimes they might do it before they do the fake flipper to hobo and such. But we'll see.
I feel like I see a lot of runners actually skip Ice Rod Cave because more times than not, it actually has like garbage items.
Mm-hmm. The one time I think they actually do go there more often is when they find the flute or they find the boots to get over to that direction. Yep, this is the first trip for Dunka over on this side. So it's kind of like saying if they do the same things, they kind of mitigate each other's time. Well, they're gonna have to find something to progress into Dark World still. I'm thinking either the mitts or the hammer, but we'll see. Because as of right now, even though you guys scream Aghanim most of the time, that lamp does help for that part of the equation, but we still need something else. to get through the barrier.
We either need the Master Sword or the Cape.
Mm-hmm. The weird part about it is, even though sometimes people scream Master Sword, you still also need that regular sword to get past the Drake part.
Yes.
So it's always a sword required if you're going to have to do Aghanim. Yeah, right now we have Sick Kid. We also have Aginus Cave. And we do have Zora because the gloves opens up Zora. And the back half of Escape because you have the glove, you can open up that thing to fall down in there. No one went to Death Mountain yet either, so you have your old man as well.
The hobo not really paying off.
Yeah, fake flippering here. He's got to go a little bit hard. There you go. Made it. Yeah, Dunka did not get his fire source yet, but let's see if he decides to not do that or push it aside till later. We're seeing a sequence break here because he's probably going to go into the Waterfall of Wishing.
I fully expect Dunka to.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Oh my god! That was too close!
Yeah, that made me a little uneasy.
He definitely dodged the bullet there. Alright, here's that Jesus walk, having that moon pearl equipped. Fake flippering, go into a cave and out. Gives you this ability to walk on the water.
I believe we saw a heart piece on the ledge.
Yes, we did. That's vanilla there, okay? No, we did not find the validation arrow. But let's see where it is today. Oh. We did get a life lesson, though.
Meanwhile, Monoci is over at the Armos Knights, and they're pretty much down.
You guys like the love lesson, but I don't know about that. You had to pay for that love, though. Alright, let's see what we get here. We didn't see... Oh, there you go.
Our first sword.
Yeah, that first sword. You got the lamp. You got the sword. Now you're just missing a cape or a Master Sword upgrade in order to do Aga. If that's the only way to Dark World, but we got way too many options right now, though. The lamp was in the Ice Rod Cave. It's kind of the only difference between our runners right now.
Now, if the Sewers of Escape have something good, that could also be a very big difference between our runners.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if bigdunka is going to try to do a Death Warp here, though, to get to that section.
Possibly.
And he may consider it now that he found the map, though. He knows that this is going to have to be an item back in that part still. Oh, and it was!
So there is Dark World access.
Yes, the Mitts was just discovered. Our Goldfingers.
So no more Aga.
Well, Aga could still be a possibility if the hammer is somewhere over on that side still.
I guess that is true.
Yeah, they have no way to get to the eastern side of Dark World yet, so hoping they find that flippers or the hammer would definitely then eliminate getting over to that side. But that's usually the worst feeling, though, is you found Dark World access, but then you have no way to get to the eastern side of Dark World. Yeah, if you have the hammer on Pier with no flippers inside, oh my god, the pains of that.
Ooh, so we have Crystal 6 at Thieves Town, Green Pendant at Misery Mire, and Blue Pendant at Ice Palace.
That's correct. That's what I saw. Oh, that means that Thieves Town's. Oh, baby.
Flute.
I bet they wanted to see that earlier, but having that flute makes save and quitting a little bit nicer, but we still don't got that mirror. That's the other item that makes save and quitting so much easier.
So
Alright.
Sick Kid giving us a heart container.
Yeah, Sick Kid sends his love. Let's see where bigdunka is gonna go. I mean, that Mitts definitely is making things a lot easier for Monochi right now.
Maybe bigdunka will head over to Agina's cave.
Yeah, I'm starting to think he probably is gonna do that. But then he's gonna start thinking, how am I getting the Dark World right now? If this item is not here that leads into progression, he's gonna have to walk around a little bit more. Alright, the digging game today, what's interesting about this is it's no longer the 15 digs that we're accustomed to in the last tourney. It's now 1 through 30. Alright, what is this item? Okay. bigdunka is starting to... He still has a few spots he can do. He could definitely sequence break to Death Mountain if he chose to. But by logic, he should be heading to, of course, Ice Rock Cave. And we want to give a shout out to Spritz T there for Twitch Prime subbing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And by the looks of it, I think bigdunka is heading towards that direction. Well, our swag deck today will have a visitor. And we'll all rise for our swag deck anthem here. Well, I think bigdunka might do the same move as Monochi here in terms of checking that last item spot. in the basement of Escape because he does have the key, so it makes no sense for him not to do so. This is the right move.
I did notice though when Big Dunka picked up the lamp, they paused for about a second, maybe like a little frustrated at their find.
Yeah, it would have helped him a lot if he didn't have to even do the dark navigation part. But at least he doesn't have to do any more dark navigation from now on. I like this move by Monochi though. He's checking the Aginus Cave before he does anything up Death Mountain. It's because if you do find something here like the hookshot or the hammer or the mirror or something, you have more access up Death Mountain then. But we already know that that's not the result because Big Donka already did this already. Yeah, I think because the fact he has the flute, Monochi may do of course, the Meyer check to figure out what that medallion is and check around Meyer check. It's possible. The flute was in the chess game. And we're going to take a check in Valley Woods here. Yeah, this is something we did not see of Monochi yet. He did not trek over to this side. Some route divergence here. Alright, we found the big key already in Skull Woods. The usual worry about doing Thieves Town in most cases is the fact that you don't have the hammer, and hopefully that big chest is... like, they're worried about that holding an item. But we just found the flippers in Skull Woods, so...
Yeah, I really was not expecting that.
Skull Woods coming in big play here because that gives you eastern access in Dark World.
So that is one advantage that Big Dunka has over Monochi.
Now, it depends where Big Dunka stepped out. Oh, he messed up the Death Warp! The problem with that is because he fell from the sky into the room. If he went out the door and did that, he would have not had to worry about that. It's okay, though. It's not that bad. The flute was in the chess game. This is actually really good for Dunka, though, that Mochi's doing the same things here, because that just mitigates the time that he did the same stuff right now. This is a very close race still. Right, he's okay. He's doing the Meyer check now.
No pedestal check because we're missing the mirror. Well, we don't technically need the mirror right now, but we're actually missing the book.
Yeah. So it looks like Skull Woods had that flippers, and that's the only thing we can do right now because we can't get to the back half without the fire rod. Alright, Mire Shed time. We didn't find anything good in Mire Shed. But we did get knowledge that the Quake medallion is the medallion we need to go into Misery Mire. Yeah, that's just good knowledge in case we do ever need to go into Mire for stuff. It's a good advantage for Monochi knowing that that's the medallion he needs to check that place. I see what chat's doing already. They're already starting to plan out their pedestal seed of what is going to be in the pedestal.
Ooh. Hiei, do you think it'll turn into a pedestal seed?
I hope not. I know Monochi's going to be hashtag blame Hiei if that's the case. Well, Big Dunka has his flute now. I'm pretty sure he's happy with that. And they're both going to Thieves Town now. Fisher Price Shield.
So we've only got one item left in the front area of Thieves Town.
Yep, they have to find the big key no matter what, so that leaves one. But
Ooh.
that one item is extremely valuable. Because that's definitely a progression item we need today.
The good cane.
Yep, it is the red cane. The one we need for Turtle Rock.
And potentially Misery Mire.
I know Wataka's definitely a Saku fan now. He's saying Blue Cane is the best cane. Saku would 100% agree with you on that. Alright, this is still an interesting seat for, you still have to trek around walking. I wonder if these guys will find boots anytime soon.
Ooh, I don't know.
Let's see what... Oh, these... These guys still do 2 damage here, so... Green Mail, you still gotta be careful.
They both have 3 hearts.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Big Duncan's being extra careful there. He knows these guys do big damage to Green Mail still. Alright. We're getting to this part of the dungeon where they can determine, in some sense, will this still be a chance that this last item, we still have to visit the big chest. We didn't see the map or compass yet, so it's a 50-50 now. It's either Blind has the item or the big chest will hold an item.
And I'm sure our runners are hoping that Blind has the item, because my guess is they will not want to dip back into Thieves Town.
Absolutely, but we shall see if that's the case. Well, they have many options how they want to battle blind here. One is, of course, using the sword traditionally.
Another is the Cane of Samaria.
Yep. Monochi's using the scripted fight here because he's slashing the head of blind in enough time so he doesn't have to worry about the RNG pattern. Of course they get lucky. They find the mushroom. So no big chest visit today.
But the fetch quests have begun.
Absolutely. Now there's an interesting skill they can do here because the fact they have the mushroom and the red cane.
Ooh.
They do have the
option.
option.
Fake powder glitch.
Yes, they do.
Now, what's
Now
the
the
likelihood
thing about that is they still can't get to that location.
Yeah, they need the hammer or the mirror.
Yep. Now Mochi was smart to remember he already did the smith, so he can grab that purple chest along with it.
Now, Hiei, based upon the items that our runners have obtained, where do you think the next play will be?
Well, do you know that the fact that Thieves Town was part of the combination of the double-chested fairy, I'd say that might be something they want to be doing.
That is another 2 items, although I don't believe they can... Well, they can get to it right now.
Uh-huh. That's the thing.
Get a bit out of the way.
It is outside of the way right now without the hammer. They could kill Aghanim if they had access to him, but not right now yet.
Cape or second sword.
I think everyone likes the powder, though. That was found in our old Stumpy here, but can we get some hype for Hype Cave, though?
Oh, absolutely.
We got a red rupee. We got 50 rupees. We got a blue rupee. We did get something really awesome called the Master Sword, but who needs that, right?
I don't know. I feel like that's like a 50-50 item. I think the best item out of that cave, though, was probably that blue rupee.
Yeah, the blue rupee definitely was nice. Oh, Mochi flew to the wrong spot. He wanted to go to 7. Let's see if this purple chest comes through with something, though.
My guess is it'll be more rupees. Ooh.
Oh, but looks like
single arrow.
The value of the single arrow in that purple chest. Mochi was ecstatic about it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Those horse slashes were showing how much he loved getting that arrow.
And we finally have some Death Mountain viewing.
Yeah, this is the first trip we've seen of anybody going up Death Mountain. And the witch was definitely Sinkheart. You guys kept track.
Are you sure? I thought Monochi went and got their health refilled from the little guy who gives you the free sample.
Oh, what did we find right there from the old man, Gabes?
That was the ice rod?
It was definitely the trolley rod.
The ice rod, the nice rod. Ice, ice, baby. I am not going to sing that, so please don't ask.
I'm sure they're not asking. They're just telling you now, Gabes.
Ooh. Maybe. More than likely not.
Alright, we do get a swag deck anthem, of course, by bigdunka. He trekked around the world. He got back to Light World. Finally can activate his flute here. Alright, it's gonna turn in that mushroom as well, which we know didn't come up to anything good. And Monochi's now gonna do the same thing that bigdunka has done, and he will find his flippers. Yeah, the witch assistant refills your life if you talk to it, so it's a good refill place. Not exactly true that we don't need Aghanim yet, because we still need the hammer to get past those peg areas sometimes, but not necessarily because we don't know if the double-chested fairy's in play as well. So
yeah, that is true.
That's something that we're not really sure right now where the hammer is. If we find the hammer, then we absolutely can say Aga's way out the window, out the door, everything.
Now, technically, with the flippers, can't we swim from Dark World West Side to Dark World East Side?
Yes, you can, because you can jump past the catfish area, and you can make it to the east. However, if the hammer is located in the ferry, then you're in trouble.
I see.
That is why the hammer is such a big deal still. Because if they don't find it, and it's in that pyramid ferry, we're in trouble here. They gotta do Aga. Especially the fact that they found the flippers already, they can't do this water walk fake stuff to carry the bomb over either. Yeah, that's another thing too. They have to get the mirror. It's kind of crazy. Oh man, what is going on here? This seed? I think bigdunka is thinking about going to that side now. He's gonna probably check the bumper cave ledge here. And he's gonna make a jump over across to catfish and pyramid side.
Another blue rupee at Bumper Cave.
I think both our runners are thinking the same thing. They're this is kind of nice. They both kind of did similar things, and now they're kind of getting in sync with their routing here. Yeah, this is probably a catfish check right here, and then you're going to check the pyramid after.
Now, Hiei, are you predicting the catfish to be great success or a bust?
Well, one of their developers, Carcat, likes to say catfish usually holds onto the hookshot. Let's see if his claim is true today. Not today. Looks like bombs.
Not nice.
Well, we still got the pyramid before they head into pod area. They gave each other a high five really quickly, and then they're now off to the pyramid. It's definitely a close race. Both runners routed a little bit differently, but they're pretty much getting in sync here, absolutely. Yeah, pretty much we have a situation where we don't have the hammer yet, so that's playing a part right now into this seed. Because we don't really got any access up Death Mountain as well either, without the mirror or the hook shot or hammer.
But there
really
is a mirror.
But wow. Speaking of mirror.
So that opens up Tower of Hera.
Yes, it does.
And a little bit of, well, I think only the first chest in Swamp. Not even the first chest, actually.
Yeah, we got the mirror, so we do have Fire Source. That makes Hera a complete option right now.
And we can technically get into Desert Palace also.
That is true. We can definitely do Desert Palace and find out if it's boot locked or not. Also, we have a bunch of mirror spots they can check as well. But that's actually a really nice blessing to get the mirror before heading into pod.
Kiki takes their $110 dues. Open up Palace of Darkness.
Alright. We are not going to see much death warping anymore, the fact that they found that mirror, though.
Yeah, that lets them just mirror right to the beginning of the dungeon.
Yeah, I think that was one of their thinkings before they head into pod here, was hoping they find something like that, so it makes their life a lot easier. Alright. Let's see how they route it. Are they going to do the same kind of route?
My guess is it'll be very similar.
Mm-hmm. Might be the same. Let's take a look. Alright. Palace of Darkness definitely lives up to its name. Palace of Keys. I'm thinking these guys are hoping to find some progression here. Of course, it would be great if they did find the hammer, though.
Perhaps we'll have a vanilla hammer.
Oh, we did have that today earlier in Andy's seed. In the exact vanilla big chest. But let's take a look. Oh, big key there. Yep, he did the right thing because he didn't have the hammer. He had a mirror to get to the spot. I like this routing. Both players showing their skill in routing this. I'm curious if Monochi's gonna do a big hammer jump here or not, because it's actually pretty nice to do at this moment. If you hammer jump and then route your way out of it, you kind of save a little bit of time there.
Well, I was going to say it looks like they will, but looks like they're not actually.
That's alright. Now they're high-fiving each other as they get this item. Alright. There's still a few items left in pod, so they're gonna clear up this place as much as possible.
Have we picked up the map and compass?
Nope. If they have, they would have moved on. See, there it is. So something could be at the big chest here, or something could be at Helmosaur. Oh,
Ooh,
baby. We did have progression. It wasn't the hammer, but we did get the hook.
Bigdunka not wanting to try Helmstar King with bombs.
Now that definitely reads progression. With the hook shot, they're able to check the eastern side of Death Mountain. Both runners are on their way to that same side of the mountain. This is making it a very close race because they're doing pretty much the same stuff right now. Uh-oh. Because that squirrel block, he's going to do Dark World Death Mountain first. That's fine, because this is actually a good thing, because the routing that he does here is actually really good. I like this route, because then you do this, and you use your mirror to break the block, and you can also come back to the Dark World afterwards.
So there is our Sanctuary Heart. But Paradox Cave not really having that much.
Nope. Didn't give us anything of usefulness. Alright, quick check. It was 10 arrows in the floating island today. Wow, bigdunka decides to do this side first. I guess he's gonna do the check Spiral Cave first, go down, go to Dark World, and then mirror his way to Hera, maybe. After, of course, doing Hookshot Cave and all that.
And unfortunately, with no boots, Spiral Cave is not the most exciting thing in the world.
Yeah, it just became the Slowpoke Cave, like I would like to call it, without the boots. But our Slowpoke Cave came through today.
I think that was definitely worth the wait.
It was. I mean, quick boss kills, everybody? We're all for it, right? But based by the way that Monochi routed this, I don't know if he's gonna go grab it after this thing. He probably is, right? I think he's gonna route it after he makes a check on Turtle Rock Medallion. It's a little bit strange because they still have no way to get to Hera until they go to the other side and mirror their way in.
Yeah.
It's kind of inconvenient, but they can save and quit or flute over to that side still.
Ooh, and it's Bombos for Turtle Rock.
Right, Bombos. Well, the big item they found here was Tempered Sword. That was the big important thing. Alright. I think Big Dunka's... Yeah, he's already done the checking. He's just gonna... save and quit here. Is he gonna go to that side of the mountain? Oh, alright, he is. He's thinking Hera here. Or he's gonna flute away. Let's see what happens.
It looks
He's
like they're
floating
gonna
away.
float away.
Alright. He hasn't done the Meyer check yet. I think this is good for him to come here.
And Big Dunka will be able to check the checkerboard cave this time.
They're both thinking the same thing. Well, one's going to go into desert real quick right now, but the other's going to finish up the Meyer shed and then, of course, checkerboard cave. Yeah.
And we'll get to see if this dungeon is boots locked.
Yeah, I think this is the point of what they're trying to do here.
Kind of hoping that it is.
Nope, it isn't. Alright, so boots isn't required for Desert Palace. But they did find the medallion they needed to go into mine. Now that's going to be interesting. We could go to Misery Mire right now, knowing the fact that we have that hookshot and the red cane.
And it looks like Big Dunka will actually head into Misery Mire.
Well, maybe Desert Palace first. It's the crystal. It's the one that's more valuable.
Oh, I forgot. Misery Mire is the green pendant.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit interesting about this one in terms of checking Meyer over Hera. It's Meyer's a little bit out of the way in terms of but that's a really good item to find in Desert Palace.
That is our fire rod. That opens up several dungeons. We can now check Ice Palace. We can complete Turtle Rock, and we can complete Skull Woods.
Yep. Those are definitely things on their mind right now. Ah, for Rime with the evil thinking, it opens pedestal. It does, because the sheer fact is, once we found the fire rod, we can also do Ice Palace in terms of going in there. But we still need the hammer to beat Ice Palace.
Now, Hiei, speaking of the pedestal, what could be still on the pedestal?
Well, couldn't a medallion be in there? Bombos, yeah? That looks like it's the only thing right now that can be on the pedestal right now. Of course, boots as well, but Bombos meaning the progression item that I can think of. Yep. Hammer can't be there, though, because of ice. Yeah? Boots can be there, because we didn't need Boots to do Desert Palace. Or anything that I can think of Boots from cornering.
Yeah, we have the hook shot so we can get across that gap in Misery Mire.
But we did see a really nice kill there by Monoci, using those Fire Rod strats. He did get a net gain, though, because that's the item we got, the bug net.
Oh, yeah, you with your puns.
And someone was asking where's Quake. Take a look at Monoci's screen. This is where the Quake medallion lies. There you go. Now let's see if Monoci decides to dip into Misery Mire. By the looks of it, I feel that he is.
Now, Hiei, if you were in Monoci's shoes, would you complete Misery Mire?
If it's a green pendant at this moment in time, yeah. I'd say it's a good move because I can make sure that I have that when I route my way back into pod area. I'll have this in handy to turn into Sahasrara. And bigdunka's doing the same move too. Alright, we're gonna have a very even race here because they're doing the same exact stuff. Oh, there was no key stealing for Fire Rod. They just did it normally. Yeah, Desert Palace is fully completed. Nothing left there. Yeah, this has been really close. Like I was saying, this is a pretty close race. They just did things a little bit out of different order, but now they're pretty much in sync. And I think they kind of checked exactly the same stuff. Or very slightly little difference, but there's not too many things. We did find our first item in Misery Mire. That was the Red Magic Shield. Now, Gaze, what do you think's gonna happen? Would they find the Bombos medallion?
Ooh, I think it depends on where they are. If they find it inside Misery Mire, I expect at least one of them to immediately dip out and head over to Turtle Rock.
You know, the mystery behind this is we know that the Bombos medallion is not going to be anywhere in T-Rock, but it could be here. And we know the hammer is not going to be in T-Rock, so they don't have to look for that or anything in T-Rock today, I think. That's a good sign, right?
Now, what's stopping the hammer from from being in Turtle Rock?
Because you need to hammer down the pegs to go in.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe I just forgot that.
So, hammer is not... Turtle Rock is kind of like a free dungeon today. Because you need the bombas to go in, and you need the hammer to go in. So, we're not really going to be looking for hammer or anything in Turtle Rock today. Nothing. That's the nice part about this seed, I have to say. Hammer can't be a pedestal because of the Ice Palace. That's why it won't be there, but your Bombo Stream is pretty much a big thing right now. That's probably the one item that can be in the pedestal that's of value right now to both of these runners. But we don't know yet. We don't have no book either.
Now we can check the first chest in Swamp Palace, but without the hammer, we won't be able to get anywhere past. So hammer could be there.
Mm-hmm. Well, silvers at this moment is not really required for these runners because they know how to beat Ganon at this level with the Tempered Sword. That's not going to be a problem for them. Yeah, Bombos is looking like your strongest item right now, being in the pedestal for progression, if you want it to be something that they would need. Oh, doesn't have any empty bottles, so can't catch that fairy. Yep, the pedestal dream is still alive until Bombos is found.
My guess is Bombos will be at Shrahashvala.
Well, let's see if that's the case after this. I don't know if they're gonna go turn that in though right away. It is kind of interesting because they have no real reason to go in there until they get the they find a hammer of some sort. Let's see if they do that though. Maybe they're thinking that this is the hammer. Oh man, let's think what you guys are thinking right here. Bombos and Swamp left side. If you're hoping Bombos in Swamp left side, you're hoping they find the hammer then. Uh-oh, Monoci. I think does he have a fairy with him? I think he does. There you go.
Yes.
I think he grabbed one earlier with the net. Smart play by that guy. Hey, this is a very NMG-like battle here.
Yeah, without silver arrows.
Yeah, it's NMG. 6 arrows to the big eye. Use tempered strats to take down the Vidi small eyes here. And we get our fancy green medallion. Of course, pendant. There you go. And you're calling this to be the Bombos, right? From Saha?
Yes, I am.
Alright. Let's see if this holds true. Let's see if he wants to turn it in right away to see what he got for this green pendant that he just collected. No, I don't think the Batcave was checked because at the time,
We
he didn't have the
mirror.
mirror, right?
Yeah, no mirror.
And he didn't have, of course, no hammer to get down there, so Batcave is still open. Wow, he's gonna turn in that pendant right away. Like, I went through all that misery mire. This is big, let's see. Oh, but he got something.
Ooh.
He just got literacy, folks.
Green pendant to the green book.
Oh, baby. Oh no, he got the worst squirrel that you can get right here.
That's so frustrating.
Oh no. He got squirrel clipped. It's the worst squirrel. And we are gonna get probably an ether tablet check. And of course, is they're gonna go into Hera now. They're exactly doing the same thing. I mean,
Very,
not even route diverging. Wow.
yeah, very synced.
We should have a talk with them after this. Are you guys colluding? Are you guys saying doing the same stuff? Oh, that's really nice to have. Absolutely. Now they're going to Hera. Okay. Alright. First thing is a bomb upgrade, so they're not going to pick that up.
Ooh, and no basement at the moment.
Well, that's nice. They're going to make a 50-50 play here, hoping that they don't need to go that basement. Hopefully they'll find all the items up here. That last item. Yeah, this hammer is still a problem, because it's raising some questions right now. Oh, it's a 50-50 right now. Either Moldorm has the item, or the basement has it. Yeah, this race is just really close down the wire. They've been doing exactly the same stuff. Pretty much until to the Desert Palace part up till now, they pretty much did everything the same. Actually, I can even say they did pretty much the same thing since the catfish thing, right, Gabes?
Yeah, they were, they got a lot of sync.
Yeah, I think they did catfish literally from that point. It was almost literally the same stuff then. And here's that 50-50. Let's see if they get the item here. And
Ooh.
We do find something very valuable. We found those silver arrows, right?
Definitely worth it.
So, no basement check today, but we do have silvers. And yeah, they're definitely going to be out of here. I mean, hey, they're one pendant away now from a pedestal.
I think Monochi's gonna check the pedestal.
Well, he's probably gonna do Skull Woods first.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, he's obviously gonna do Skull Woods and do the pet check, and I think, of course, bigdunka may do the same thing. Yeah, we're still in sync, guys. Yeah, at this point, I think because based on what they've done, they should be doing this because they have 2 pendants already. They're just trying to see if they definitely have to do that third one or not. And of course, they get progression here by finishing up Skull Woods, a crystal that they do need to finish. Yeah, this is kind of crazy because they really don't want to go into Ice or Swamp Palace without the hammer. It's because it's one of those painful things to do.
Yeah, doing Ice Palace without the hammer is kind of a big gamble because if you don't find it and then you get all the way through, you have to go all the way through the dungeon again when you find it.
And Swamp is kind of painful because you had to open the entrance, and if it's not in that first chest, it was a bust. You already know it was a bust. Yeah, they still have the mirror check areas, absolutely. They do have the Graveyard Ledge, and they do have south of the Haunted Grove, yeah. There are some routing guides for this on video. You can see some by Andy, he's done it before, of showing where the places are so you know how to get to places. But it's interesting in terms of when you ask that, because every randomizer gives you items for different things. So it's really hard to say how would you route it from. It's more of knowing where things are, is what I would say. Hey, this moth fight, they're both pretty much... Oh man, that moth is definitely getting near the spikes, so you can't kill him really well, Big Dunka. He's one slash away from killing him, though.
But here comes the pedestal check. Are you
Oh.
excited, Hiei?
Well, I should be.
Ooh, just couch cash.
Couch cash moving along. Alright. Alright.
If Bombos was on that tablet, I would have been very excited.
I'm pretty sure you would.
Then they would have had to complete Ice Palace.
Yeah, but now they don't have to do Ice Palace to completion. At least that's part of the agenda that we know of. I think Monochi's maybe doing it still?
I think so too. There's no other reason for them to be in the water.
He's just not doing it to completion, but he's still doing Ice Palace. This is going to be interesting. This is a gamble for sure. I mean, ice without hammer. This is a gamble.
I think to check the first chest in Swamp Palace would be less of a gamble because it's only that one chest.
Well, if it's not there, you still have to. You just opened it, and you have to open it again for later. It is less of a painful thing, but you still lose time for opening and closing it. And you would have to do it twice now. Let's see what Big Dunka is going to do here. I mean, he has the mirror, so... Is he thinking Magic Bat?
Possibly? I think so.
This is something we know we haven't seen from Monochi's side. He's gonna take the purple chest, but he also might be doing Magic Bat. Nope, he's not. He's not thinking about Magic Bat at all.
Magic Bat could be the key.
Interesting. He's also doing this because he wants to check the Bombos tablet at the same time. Yeah, this is the first divergence since they finally left Skull Woods together.
Well, you technically don't need the hammer for Magic Bat. If you have the mirror, you can access Magic Bat.
Yeah, I was thinking he was gonna drop down the area with the purple chest and then powder it and then take the chest along with him. But then he would not be able to be in Dark World then. I think that's the reason why he didn't decide to do that. It's up to him though. He got rewarded by... Oh, look at this! Ah, the no love for the single arrow.
So I guess at this point it more boils down to who makes the correct gamble.
Yeah, this is very interesting to see what they decide to do here. I mean... Oh, boy. We just
Hammer
saw
time.
It's definitely hammer time. So what Monochi's doing, hopefully if he finds Bombos in here, would be nice, but we know Big Dunka's not thinking that. He's probably thinking Swamp now over anything else.
Especially because Because ice is a pendant, but Monochi finds the boots. Do you think that'll give Monochi the speed to catch up?
Well, finding boots is really nice too, because what are those? You can't deny the fact of that. Yeah, this is... I'd say having boots is of great worth.
It looks like Monochi has had enough of Ice Palace.
Yeah?
Now, the only other benefit I can see of Monochi picking up the boots is if Big Key or the Ganon's Tower Big Key is on the torch.
Yeah, that would be a big play for him. Of course, Big Dunka, you gotta pick up that key from the pot here. Yeah. But this is gonna still be a full-checked Swamp Palace until Bombos is found. So, Big Dunka is not gonna do a quick Swamp Palace here. Now, Mono's doing the Graveyard Ledge and maybe the King's Tomb right after with the mirror. This is a good route for him. He gets checked 2 spots here with 1 go. Hey, you can't say rip. He might find his Bombos here, so he can't. He's making the right plays for him, and he doesn't know where Hammer is, so...
Although Monochi doesn't know it, Hammer actually isn't terribly difficult to get to.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see when he decides to do that, because he himself already did the purple chest delivery already. But he might, if he decides to do the lower half of Dark World and check the mirror spots, you'll probably find that. Oh, we do find a mail upgrade, though.
That is always nice to have.
And here's the Bonk Rocks, of course, because you got the boots now. Why not? Here it is. Oh. Hey, he's got more hearts now.
That is true.
See what he decides to do. Oh yeah, Monochi never did the lumberjack check because he didn't have boots, so this is the first time he's doing it now. There you go. Let's see what he decides to do here. I mean...
Now, Monochi checked the pedestal, correct?
Yeah, he did.
Maybe Monochi's headed over to Magic Bat?
Well, he had to go over here because this is his Dark World axis, remember? Without the hammer?
Oh, that is also true.
Yeah, he has no other Dark World axis. He hasn't done Aghanim, yeah. So he's doing the right thing to get to the Dark World this way. And I think he's going to find his stuff here soon. He's going to check this part for the mirror spot, but after this, he should be checking Bombo's tablet. I 100% believe that he would check it before he steps into Swamp Palace for that one little chest. It would be a little bit awkward if he didn't, but we'll see.
And going back to Palace of Darkness, did we decide that there was one item left on the Helmassar King?
Uh-huh.
So that
No,
could
it
be
isn't.
our Bombos.
There's no item. because it was the hook shot. Or
Oh,
would it be
okay,
the,
okay. So we're still missing the map or compass then.
Yeah. Yeah. This is where Monochi is going to find the hammer. But it leads to questions if bigdunka is ever going to find the boots, because he has many more options before the boots. Well, here's the thing about Boots, though. The fact is, Boots led Monochi to do a bunch of more overworld things right now. So, and the time he took to do the Ice Palace to get them. So, you have to figure out when he catches up in those types of times. That's when it's going to become worth it, the moment. Because the more he's checking right now with not progressing to get the crystal, and he doesn't find stuff, that's still gaining time for bigdunka in a sense.
We'll have a pyramid fairy check.
Yeah, this is something that he wasn't able to do because he didn't have that pesky hammer. If this ends up being Bombos, this will be a significant save for him because he'll be able to go mode swap then. But unfortunately, it didn't come through.
Yeah.
However, if Boots is required for Ganon's Tower, this is a huge, huge thing. He can't do Turtle Rock yet because he doesn't have the Bombos medallion. So Turtle Rock pretty much essentially is taken out of play in this entire game today. I think bigdunka is now thinking the same thing. He's gonna do this place first. Yeah, see, the compass is still missing. So this is what the item is going to be, a Helmasaur.
So Bombos isn't in Palace of Darkness, and it's not in Swamp Palace. Do you think it'll be in Ice Palace, or do you think it'll be in Overworld?
In Overworld, we still got something called the Spike Cave, but we don't have something to get there, though, in terms of the logic.
Now, technically, they can get there with a potion.
You know what else in Overworld they can do now is the hammer pegs, too, right?
Oh, that is also true.
And Magic Bat. See, this is where I'm wondering if one of them decides to do that. It makes a lot of sense because it's together, so they can save a little bit time of bigdunka stepping all over the wrong places right now. Alright, I think bigdunka might be thinking that play that we're saying about the hammer pegs and the magic bat. Yeah, I'd say this is a smart check by him in terms of completing this overworld 2 spots here. And I know he hasn't done Graveyard Ledge either, I don't think, so those are definitely the spots on his mind, I'm thinking. Nope. So now we're gonna maybe check the magic bat, though.
Yeah, Bigdunka's got that mirror out.
Yeah, he does have the hammer, so you can just peg it and go down. There you go. See? I think Monochi's thinking the same thing, because there's no reason why he would go here unless he's checking that spot too. And there it is!
Ooh.
Now this is going to be
bad.
interesting because Monochi's going to save time by go-moding Swamp House.
However,
And he has the boots.
Bigdunka's already also pretty much cleared Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, but the problem is now the boots is going to come into play in terms of... Yeah. Now the boots are definitely in play for both these players. He's going to skip Ice, but the fact that Monochi's going to go mode Swamp, it's going to be done really quickly now. And he's going to also have boots to do everything else, so there's going to be able to catch up here really quickly. Yeah, this is going to be really close right now in terms of what's going on with the boots, because boots doesn't help you too much. Oh, baby, he did not do the Bat Cave.
That's really gonna set Monochi.
I cannot believe he didn't do the Bat Cave, though. I did pay attention, but I'm just so shocked the fact that he was right there. That didn't happen. Now he's gonna full clear Swamp. I'm shocked that he didn't do it. I was so for sure he was gonna do it, but because he's right there. Oh man, this is this definitely puts Bigdunka a little bit help here because of that. The fact that Monochi is now gonna full clear Swamp is gonna help him a bit. It's not over though. Absolutely not. It's just it helps Bigdunka tremendously in the sense that Monochi has to full clear this thing. Now the only thing is, does he remember? Well, Monochi absolutely won't be going to Turtle Rock, so that's the thing. That's why we know he's not gonna be looking around there. That's how come I'm saying it's like it's very little that he can think of what else he can do right now. Boots were a nice palace, so there's no way Bigdunka is gonna be looking for boots at all. And this is going to be interesting to see what happens here. What will Monochi do after Swamp is the whole thing right now. Will he remember to go back to Magic Bat? Well, yes, we can definitely do something now, though. After Turtle Rock. we're not guessing yet. We still got Turtle Rock to do, so we'll hold off on the guessing game until we finish Turtle Rock. But I like your guesses. Now everyone can see that you guys are guessing so soon. Everyone targets those guys' guesses so they know I want to be ahead of that guy. Yeah, don't guess until we get to finish Turtle Rock. That's the one last dungeon that both the runners still gotta do, so let's hold on until we get to the end. Oh, and thank you so much, Hard Lofton, or Lofton, for subbing. Alright, since we are not getting any progression items of interest, what would you guys like to see in T-Rock as Big Duncan looks through it? No, I don't. You know, that's a good question. Will Big Duncan thinking about clearing T-Rock looking for boots, thinking that Gavin's big key's on a torch? That's an interesting development right there. You guys thought of?
Yeah, that could be a double dip GT.
You know, if the torch is having the big key, this might bring Monochi back in this race completely. In the sense of that, because he's not going to go anywhere near T-Rock until he finds Bombos. That actually helps him tremendously.
However, for Big Dunka, my guess is if the big key is on the torch, they'll probably head to Ice Palace first.
Yeah. But I think in this case, the scenario, if that's being the case, Monochi's going to be a little bit up on him, if that ends up being the case. Yeah, because what's going to happen is I think Big Dunka would end up looking for the boots all the way through. Bombus was at the Magic Bat, but Monochi just did the Hammer Pegs and didn't decide to do Magic Bat at the time, so it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. And someone did call the shovel. Nice call. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see if the torch in Ganon's Tower is required or not. That's the only thing I think I can see right now. Uh-oh, and maybe a death here. Oh, look at how close he got to use that potion. Totally pause buffered that out. He got so lucky there. I mean, look at Farime. He's like, whole fact of that jump right there.
Oh, it looks like Monochi is headed back.
This is good for him. I mean, absolutely good for him. Now this is, like I was saying earlier, now this is going to be a... See, Big Dunka's definitely thinking of this as go mode. He's banking that the boots are not required for Ganon's Tower. I think it's going to come down to this now. It's pretty much going to come down to whether this is going to be boots required or not for Gannis Tower.
Now, for the big key to be on the torch in Ganon's Tower, isn't that a very low probability?
Yep, it's not very high. It's less than double-digit percentage points. It's actually less than even 9%. It's 8% or 7%. I think before we used to say it was like 3%, but it's pretty darn low. That's all I have to say. But let's see. It's really, really low. Yeah, 1 out of 22. You can do the math. You guys can say it's like 4.5, whatever, 4-ish, yeah. And this is actually a really nice T-Rock. If you notice, he already has the key. He won't have to do laser skip. Oh, he messed up there a little bit. Probably trying to get over here to get these magics. Yep, Monoci can skip all the chests. He just needs to find the big key, and he won't have to do laser skip because, or the laser bridge or anything of like that, because we already saw what Bigdunka did, so there is no laser eye room today. Yep, just go straight to the boss like what Bigdunka did, so this is a really sweet Turtle Rock. Yeah, Bigdunka is definitely thinking and go, which is... He's actually right, though, this time, because he didn't... We're not going to find boots here, which is the one item that he would need if that's the one thing we're thinking of. But we know where the boots are.
That we do.
Mm-hmm. If that comes into play, it's Monoci's race then. But we shall see. He's almost done with Trinex, and he is done with Trinex. So at this point in time, we like to play a little game, Games, and you know what that little game...
Ooh, I do know what that little game is.
And we're gonna have to start it. So, there are 22 chests in Gannis Tower. You guys decide what you want to pick, and you have supported Speed Gaming Channel by subscribing to any of the channels or donated at least 250 bits to any of the channel. You can then be on the leaderboards, but that doesn't take you away from playing the game. You can always play the game along with us.
Everyone is welcome and encouraged to join the Ganon's Tower chest guessing game.
Alright, you guys are saying torch for the... You guys just want... Oh man, alright. Okay, we're gonna have to stop soon right now because he's about to enter, so... Get them in! Alright. I'm gonna close shop right now. Sorry, everybody.
Also, I would like to thank Hacksaw for the Twitch Prime subscription and XX Epita XX for the 500 bits.
Holy moly. Thanks for the biddies. Oh, the moment of truth, everybody. He's doing it.
Ooh, he's checking straight away. Ooh.
Oh, he dodged the bullet. He dodged the bullet.
Thank you, Anomalies, for the 200 biddies.
Oh, survival of that. But still, I still think Boots somewhat is going to come into place a little bit still. There's a little bit of catching of time here with the the Boots and Gannis Tower with the straightaway path running and everything. And of course, stopping to do the bomb jump if you're going to do the left side. You can bonk over. Yeah, this is about execution right now in terms of what's happening on Big Dunka's side.
I'd like to give another thank you again to XX XX for the Twitch Prime subscription.
Jeez, bits and subscribing. Thank you so much. You guys are calling for the tile room now, eh? The next big thing after torch not required. Yeah, Cane Dash swag is definitely awesome. Alright, is it in the random room? What do you think, Gabe? Is this gonna be here?
I don't think so.
Alright. Oh!
Wow.
It was in the random room, folks.
So what chest number was that? Was that...
That was
8?
number 11.
11. Well, it looks like I can't count.
Yep, because Bob chest would be 14 usually, and they didn't get those two. Makes 11. So, big key 11. Who got 11 today? The reason why we say 11 is because of the torch. You have to count the torch. Yeah, it was definitely 11. Oh my god! Sarah Rips! We know somebody's in town.
So congratulations to Sarah Rips for correctly guessing.
See, now, this is the interesting thing in terms of... Can the Boots help him catch up? It's definitely close, and... I don't know if he has another fairy or he's got to use his potion. He's got to be very careful here. God! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! He's dead. Does he have a potion? Oh, he does. He has a fairy. This is why I'm saying this could be very dangerous for him if he doesn't execute here safely, and he has to start over this part. It can bring back Dunk. Monochi can be back in this. But with the fairy in the net, he's making himself safe. Whew. Alright. It's going to be a little bit slower because the fact that you powder that bunny bean, the Molders will jump out in different order, but he takes care of that in 2 cycles, so very nice for him. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. The fairy thing of the heal causes that little spike to go up.
Now, another thing to note between the two runners, while they both have Tempered Sword, Monochi does have the blue mail.
Yeah, that would keep him safe. Definitely helps, okay, see, this is what happens without boots. This room becomes all the slightly more annoying. All right. Well, in terms of offensive ability, they have the same offensive ability. But yeah, in terms of Ganon hugs being a thing, well, he should have some potions and that one extra fairy still to protect him, so let's see what happens here. Alright, here we go. We are about to experience a +5 mile.
That is very useful for that Ganon fight, is it not, Hiei?
I mean, in low percent, you can use some bomb strats to avoid being hugged by Ganon or the fire bats. Just bomb yourself. Take 1 heart of damage instead of more. Alright, we are in the Agatu battle here. Let's see how many cycles it requires for him. Gets a 2 in the first one. Gets a 1 in the second one. Gets another 1. So 2, 1, 1 so far.
Ooh, I'm hoping for another 2 on this one.
2, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Ooh.
2, 1, 1, 1,
My
1,
rush
1.
joke.
Wow, lots of ones. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yep, 2, 1, 1, 1. That many. Yeah, this is now all up to execution in the Ganon battle. I mean, he made it. Alright, he's already on phase 2 right now. Oh man, got a little bit worried, but he still has a fairy and a blue, so okay, he's got a.
I would have used the blue potion right now.
He's still got the fairy, so I think he's sitting fine with the fairy. He's on phase 3 now. Ooh, the fire bat still came out.
Meanwhile, Monochi has taken down Moldorm 2.
Mm-hmm. It's getting close. He got that torch glitch. I think he's in good shape here. Oh, that was a close there.
Very close.
Of course, with that, Bigdunka has finished Ganon off with a resounding silver arrow. And we can all give our GG chants in chat. And what was that SRL time, Games?
The official SRL time is 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 21 seconds. GG to Bigdunka.
GG to Bigdunka. And of course, Monochi's gonna come in here really close. Alright. Big Dunka needs to do something first, so he's gonna be joining us soon. Yeah. This race would have been extremely close if Monochi had picked up that bat at the time he did. In fact, if he did, he might have been able to catch up. The fact that he had boots would have helped him a little bit more. No, the race did not start early. This race was meant to be started at this time. Alright. This battle is coming down to the end. We got... There you go, Big Dunka. Congratulations on finishing the race.
Oh, thank you.
We are in the midst of your opponent here just facing Ganon too, so this was a really close race.
Let me guess, did he either not go into mire or did go into ice?
He did go into ice, but that was not the thing that caused him to fall behind. In fact, he found the boots in ice. But the thing that changed the whole course of this race was when he did the hammer pegs and he had the opportunity to do the magic bat, he did not do the magic bat.
Well, that's brutal.
Yeah, and that led him to full clear Swamp Palace as he did, and then he had to go back to the magic bat because that's the only thing he could think of where the Bombos medallion was.
Meanwhile, we do have Monochi finishing in second place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 43 seconds. GG.
Yeah, GG to Monochi. He steps in here because everyone's probably wondering what happened there with the magic bat situation.
Yeah, I'm going to start bringing my hammer to these seeds. This is the third straight seed where the hammer, I've gotten it after 1 hour. All three of my matches have had late hammers.
Well, you won this one, though.
Yeah, I when I saw the hammer, obviously... who got hammer first? I'm curious.
Actually, you guys were so close. You did.
Yeah, maybe by like a few minutes.
If hammer wasn't there, I figured I had lost by a mile because I had horrible execution.
It was so close, though. In fact, you guys, if you watch this race over again, when you went to Catfish, that's exactly where you guys did almost literally everything the same, all the way until you guys finished. See how far you went out to do this. You stretched out a few dungeons all the way through together until you decided to do the Bombos tablet, and then Monochi decided to do Ice Palace. That's where you guys were in sync pretty much the entire way until then.
Yeah, I kind of figured at that point. I assumed I was behind, just based off of execution and some horrible not picking up that lamp at the beginning. But I figured I was behind, and I did not want to spend 6 minutes full clearing ice, so I was going to do that last.
All right. Let's see if Monochi's here. Hey, Monochi. Congrats on finishing the race. It was very close.
Hey, good game, dude.
We're trying to get his mic up here. Let's see if we can fix anything.
Nope, I mute my mic again.
Hey, there you are.
Thanks, guys. GG.
Dang, you were so close in this one, Monochi. It's actually, in fact, the only difference is you ended up going to do the magic bat. That's it. Pretty much, if you had checked the magic bat, I think you might have caught up to Big Dunka because you had the boots.
Yeah, I think it would be close. Like, I had to full clear Swamp Palace because I was looking for that, and I checked the hammer pack, but I totally forgot about the bats.
Yeah, that's what chat was going. They're like saying, "No, he didn't do it." I could have sworn you would have remembered, but you didn't check the magic bat at the time, and I was like, "Oh my god, he didn't do it."
I remember it after. That was too late. Though.
I know, and they were like, "Oh, I was hoping you at least remembered," but you did. And oh man, if you had done that and you go moded Swamp, you would have caught Big Dunka because the boots would have helped you catch up. When he was heading in Turtle Rock, he had no boots; he had to walk. That would have made something interesting. At one point in time, you guys would have been even, and that would have been a very, very interesting to see what would have happened there. But yeah, props to Big Dunka to keep up the lead without boots. Going through T-Rock, walking up all the mountain, and then getting through Ganon's Tower bootless.
Yeah, and there's that moment of fear when you go left side and you just
How about
close
that
your
Bumbo
eyes.
tablet, guys? How about that?
You guys found that hammer really...
I was gonna say, and I don't know if you've watched the other two matches that I've had with in this. All three of them have had post 1 hour hammers.
Yeah, that's just insane.
It definitely
Yeah,
does not sound fun.
Yeah, I was so thrilled when I saw the hammer drop down from the Bombo's tablet, because I mean, at that point, then you're just diving into dungeons blindly. You can't clear them, and you're just hoping you pick the right one.
Yeah, you guys did pretty much the same thing at one point. I was telling Big Dunka earlier, Monochi, that when you guys kind of did the catfish area, you guys were in sync pretty much all the way through like 2 or 3 dungeons until the right divergence of this time, where that's when Big Dunka decided to go to Bombo's tablet, and you stepped into ice to find the boots. But beyond that, everything was pretty much in sync. You did the same things, a little bit out of order, but then once you guys synced up, you were doing exactly the same exact routing and the same dungeons.
Yeah, there was a lot of sync between you two.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to going back and watching it.
Yeah, it was definitely exciting to see. So like, no one's taking the lead here. They're doing the same thing. So no exciting stuff, but you guys even routed Pod the same exact way. We saw you guys do it.
Yeah, I've been running Pod that way forever. You know, if you have both, if you have the bow at least.
Yeah.
Which you both found very early.
Well, yeah, it was in... It was chest and escape, or the Uncle chest?
Yeah, it was Uncle Chest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was fantastic to be able to go. Unfortunately, there was just nothing in Eastern, but it was great to be able to go clear Eastern in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was interesting. When you found the bow so early, you guys used it as your offensive weapon. And it's very rare to see that because it was like the only weapon you guys had for a little bit. So you're using that to kill the mini Moldorms and everything. But yeah, did you see your screen transitions? Chat's telling us it was 666.
Yeah, I saw that. This was a very evil seed, so it fits.
All right. So Monochi, what did you think of the seed?
It's not that bad. It's just too linear. I think the after you got the mitts, and then once you finish Deep Sound, there's only one place to go, a few places left. So it's all about executions and what dungeons you decide to dip in. That decided the game pretty much.
Yep. Now, how was that Turtle Rock in terms of you guys didn't have to have Turtle Rock play into anything today?
Oh, I noticed because there was no shield or the safety item, so I know there's going to be free key somewhere.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's like, I don't want to do Laser Bridge without boots and without any safety item. I'm going to have to... With green mail, too. I never found blue mail.
We only saw blue mail in the King's Tomb. We did not see red mail.
Oh, I never got the boots, so yeah, I never had a chance to see it. That's why I was picking up fairies up Ganon's Tower, because I know one Ganon hug does 8 hearts on green, and I picked up 2 safety fairies on the way up, and thankfully I needed both of them.
Mm-hmm. That was a smart move by you. When I saw you pick up the fair, it's like, oh, that works. Yeah, but great race by you two. Definitely a close one.
Thanks, guys, for
Very much.
commentating, and thanks, Viso, for the restream.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't know who's tracking today, but that's the thankless job. Thank you very much.
Buckshot Boo 24.
Awesome. Thank you. And dude, I still need you to do a favor. We need to finish this whole group, like everybody 2 and 2, so that we can get some weird playoffs.
Well, you started the trend now. You got Monoci his first loss, so he's gonna have to do something.
Got to get at least 2 more in there, buddy.
And of course, if you love these runners, you saw what they gave you today. Fantastic race by both. Please give them a follow, of course. They displayed some excellent play, some excellent routing, and yes, it was an exciting race to watch, and it was a pleasure for me to commentate with my fellow co-commentator, Gabes. So thank you, everybody, for watching. And Gabes, anything you want to say to these guys?
Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the subscriptions and for the bit donations. And again, if you love what you see tonight, throw these runners a follow.
All right, I think that's it for tonight. We have no more main races. We will have exciting races for you tomorrow. Stay tuned, and good night.
Good night, everyone.